gift from my brother for my 75th birthday, this puzzle seemed to me a potentially fun and maybe even educational activity to do with one or more of our grandchildren from Georgia during their holiday visit. The picture is of the signers of the Declaration of Independence, including those with whom we are not always the most familiar. I put a box around the two from North Carolina and also the fellow from Georgia, since I live in North Carolina and the children live in Georgia. I started putting it together on December 24th. With 1,000 very small pieces of 7 basic shapes, each one at least slightly different and only fitting exactly in one place, the question became where to begin. Grandson Koki and I began finding the pieces that had a straight edge. Gradually, the borders were all established. Some pieces have distinctive parts of the puzzle picture, as seen on the box top. And slowly, the picture began to emerge from all the many pieces. In order to better see the details of the box top picture, I enlarged any portions of interest using my iPhone. Guardrails to prevent pieces from being knocked to the floor were improvised using scrap wood strips from my workshop. These strips were held in place with small C-clamps. When most of the pieces with bits of picture clues had been put into place, even more careful attention to the minute differences in the shape of each piece became essential in the search for where each piece precisely fit into the puzzle. To make it easier to search for the right-shaped piece for each spot, I separated into 6 groups the non-border shapes and put all of each type oriented in the same way on a movable surface. I would then look closely at each piece type that had the right basic configuration to potentially fit a slot being considered. I would look at whether the protuberances were in the same direction as the slots that were being considered. When a piece from one group that appeared to potentially fit didn't fit precisely, I'd look at the pieces of another group with potential. there was a good feeling when the right piece was found. But then the search was on for where another piece fit precisely. When she wanted my attention due to my focus on the puzzle, Sweet Pea would jump up into the chair beside mine and nudge or tap me on the leg. Finally, there were only 49 pieces left to find places for. Later, on January 21st, only one piece remained. The next morning, I offered Libba the pleasure of inserting it, and she did. For the previous nearly 4 weeks, Sweet Pea and I spent a lot of time sitting in these chairs. When I was sick with a bad cold, putting together this jigsaw puzzle was a great distraction for which I am very grateful. I appreciate the early help from our grandson Koki, who assisted with finding and putting together the border pieces. Appreciation is also due Libba for taking the pictures of Sweet Pea and me while I was working hour after hour, finding and appropriately putting in place one piece at a time. There are, I think, many lessons that can be learned from jigsaw puzzles, among which are these 6 P's.